Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. We have a little bit of a backlog of collection purchases from the end of last year that I just didn't have time to make content on. So we're going to share some of that kind of stuff. I'm also going to share with you some presents I got from some people, both on the channel and in real life and in person. Just kind of cool stuff I wanted to share. We're going to talk about cardboard, hang out, and have yourselves a good day. If you're looking to sell your Magic the Gathering collections or old Pokemon cards or whatever you want, hit me up at KitchenTableTCG@gmail.com. I am always buying, so we can work out stuff via email. But I just want to show off just some stuff that's come through recently. We've got some vintage cards from Magic. We've got a really cool box we're going to talk about. Got some graded and some really cool alpha stuff. The lighting's going to get better, I promise. We've got some Dualist magazines, and I want to talk a little bit about Arch Enemy a little bit too. So first and foremost, let's get this big box out of the way, because this thing's freaking cool. But it's also massive, so I gotta get it off the shelf, off the counter when I'm doing this. So this is a cube. I've never seen this before, but somebody who I've been buying a lot of cards from brought it in the other day, and it's like, hey man, are you interested in this? And it's a Ultra Pro cube box. I don't know, let's go like this. Let's show you here. Ultra Pro cube box. It's about the size of my head. Yeah, there we go. And it's got all the moxes on it, which is really freaking cool. And then it opens up from the front. It's got like a, I don't know how to explain it, like a magnet, like a magnet that opens up from the front, and then it's got some space in the top. And watch this. Ready? For it. Oh, it's really cool. And so I don't know, I think I gave him like $50 or something like that for it. I'm gonna use this for a new format. I don't know if you guys have heard this format, but it's called like Tower or something like that. And you build a tower of cards, and it's like I think 100 cards, 150 cards or something like that, and you all play from the same deck, and you like basically play and draft, and there's a river. Anyway, we'll talk about it on the channel, but that's what that's gonna go for. Pretty cool. That format, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you think of it. So I've just never seen that before, and I wanted to share it on the channel with you all, just because I thought it was pretty cool. All right, so now let's get into some of the singles. So check this out. I want to have a little bit of a conversation on this vintage stuff, because right now stuff is just still in the toilet. So this is just stuff that I picked up at the end of last year that I just didn't have the time to make some content on. I think Force of Will, this original print, I think we are making a mistake. I know Force of Will got a massive reprint in Dominaria Remastered, but this, man, the Alliance's Force of Will at one point was a $90 card. It dipped all the way down to $55, and it's only bounced to about $65 right now. And man, I think that like this card is going to see a better day for sure. The Alliance's version, obviously the Therese Nielsen artwork, it's almost like reserveless artwork now, because they've said they will not reprint it. And man, I just think too cheap in my opinion, compared to like the modern frame and that kind of stuff. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I'm always picking up Forces of Will, just because that's pretty sweet. Metalworkers, another card I just personally really like. I don't know why. I've had a lot of foil Metalworkers come in to the shop. I feel like I have had an excess amount of foil Metalworkers come into my hands, which is pretty cool. Again, a beautiful card. All the foil Metalworkers, if you didn't know this, have a print line, which is kind of wild. Every single one of them has a print line. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right on the left side of the card, right down there. See it? I'm not sure if you can see it. There you go. That's a better angle. Every single one of them has a roller line right down the line. So if you grade these, they never come back super well. So if you're ever buying one, just know that is a completely normal thing. But really cool card. I think this is one of the coolest foils. Like artifacts in the retro frame foil, I guess is not the original frame foil, right? Just looks so freaking cool. That's a beautiful card. Wheel of Fortune, again, another staple card. This is an unlimited wheel. Beautiful card. Pretty good condition. Not amazing, but for unlimited, pretty good. Grim Monolith, another card I always try to pick up when I can. This is one of the ones that's hard for me to sell at the store too, just because it's such a good card. I only really see the price going up. It stuff's down right now, but like over time, I only really see the prices of this kind of stuff going up as a result of how much it sees play in CEDH and how important of a card it is. Then your revised dual lands, we'll get those at the end. Mox Diamond kind of fits the same narrative as a Grim Monolith, just a card that sees so much play in CEDH and is just such a powerhouse of a card. But then also just an iconic staple in a lot of other legacy type formats. Foil Counterspell 7th edition. This one always surprises me too. This is only like a $120 card. I would have thought 7th edition foils back then, with the power of this card and the popularity of Counterspell, I would have thought that would be a little bit higher. But $140, something like that for endearment. Pretty good stuff. And then revised dual lands. Again, we're going to say the same thing over and over. If you do not have sets of revised dual lands and that kind of stuff, and if you don't believe that they are going to break the reserve list, I would start slowly accumulating your collection of revised dual lands, whether that's one of each for commander and then you're putting other stuff in your deck or whatever, or if it's just like building out a play set if you're going to play some of those older formats. It just seems like right now the price point on this stuff is so low, and it's balanced out. It kind of came way down and the price point has kind of hit a balancing act. So I don't anticipate this stuff to go up anytime soon, but at some point I think it will start slowly trajecting upwards. And so this is, in my opinion, this is not financial advice, but in my opinion, a good time to start picking up some revised dual lands and adding them to your collection if you don't already. So that's a lot of the stuff that I've been purchasing. Let's get to some of the stuff that was gifted to listen, this is pretty sweet. This is my Christmas present from one of my friends. Shout out to Lauren. I got a Barbie Ken Squirtle and a Barbie Ken Slowbro. These are like some sort of proxy, fake cards. Charizard, dude, I love me some vintage Pokemon. And then check out that Dragonite. Dragonite's my favorite Pokemon. This is I don't even know what set that's from in Japanese. I just love the artwork. I'm not started a Japanese collection. I'm actively 2024. I'm going to try to finish out a Wizards of the Coast era Pokemon collection all the way to legendary collection. So all the way from first edition base set all the way until the start of legendary collection. And in 2025, I'm going to start collecting legendary collection. And then 2026, I'll do the e-reader series, but really cool card. So I got this misprint Sandmite Healer, kind of cool. I think the real one is only supposed to have a 1 mana cost, or a total of 2 mana costs, a 1 and a white, if I'm remembering correctly. Just a cool little oddity. Somebody tossed me the other day. All right, let's go to other things we purchased. Arch Enemy, something that's really interesting. Not something that I see, to invest in or to pick up, but if you're looking to play, Arch Enemy looks like a lot of fun. I've never played Arch Enemy, and somebody brought these into the store. It's crazy. Some of them have a decent amount of value. Some of them are 50 cents. It's kind of one of those things where don't pass up on all this stuff if you have an opportunity to get it. Arch Enemy, you're playing a 4-on-1 basically, or 3-on-1 maybe. I don't remember exactly. You can do it with CDH. You can do it with whatever. But these came out in a box that looked like this. Now in a box that looked like this. I picked this up last year too, in 2010. So right before I started playing, these came out. In the Arch Enemy deck, you have a 20 card scheme deck, and then you can play with any other regular deck. So you can play with a CDH deck, or an EDH deck, or you can play with a regular 60 card format, that kind of stuff. And then every turn, the enemy, it's a 4-on-1, and the enemy gets to play one of the schemes, whatever they are, up front, and you get to resolve some stuff. It's really cool. I think you can have up to 2 of each card. So what I'm going to do with this is make sure I have 2 of each, so we can build some Arch Enemy decks for the shop and just have some fun, different format. And I want to test it out. We may even do a stream with this. I think this could be really cool with that tower thing too. I'm just going to try to find some new fun ways to play Magic, because I felt a little stale lately in my gameplay. I actually sold a bunch of my commander decks to build new ones. But that tower is going to be a really cool format where I'm going to try to create some fun stuff we may do on streams and stuff. So that came in. Here's some other stuff you may see pop up. This is pretty odd things that happen. These are some. I think this is what this is just a random. I don't know why these are in here. This is what I wanted to show you guys right here. These are some. I don't know why that's in there. These are some stamped cards from a local, probably in the 90s, a local draft, like a tournament. And what they would do is they would open the packs and stamp the cards, so you couldn't bring fake cards, or you couldn't bring not fake cards, you couldn't bring additional cards into the draft. I'm not sure if they still do this anywhere, but so they opened the packs, they stamped all the cards, and then they put the packs back together, and then you drafted, and then you knew that your opponent didn't add cards to their deck from an outside pool because they all had the stamp on them. So I don't think these have any value, which is kind of a cool thing. If you ever see stamped cards, that's what that was from. All right, we're at 10 minutes, but we're going to keep going. Some other stuff. Shout out to Tommy hooking me up in a trade and then adding quite a bit of really cool value on top of it as just like he's amazing. I got a BGS 9.5 unlimited mana flare. Really, really cool. I don't have a ton of graded Magic. Mostly it's just my Lotus. I have not spent the time to grade Magic, so this is kind of cool thing to add to the collection. Thank you so much, Tommy. Dude, beautiful artwork by Christopher Rush. Really cool stuff. Unlimited mana flare. We got a 9.5 revised demonic tutor. Really sweet. Yeah, I mean, like this is the type of stuff like I wouldn't even think of grading. I didn't even like look up the value of. I'm sure it's crazy, but I wouldn't even think about grading like a playable card like that. So kind of cool to expand the vintage collection. Time, something of time. I don't remember. It's in a different language, but this is an artist proof. Something of time. Oh my gosh, I'm having a flub. I'm flubbing everybody. But this is my first Magic artist proof. Really, really cool. Look at that artwork on the back. Friggin' so cool. Man, Time Bomb. Yeah, Time Bomb. Friggin' such a cool card. The artwork on the front is super cool, and then that is so cool to have an artist proof. So thank you, Tommy, for all that stuff. Really, really cool. And then check this out. This is the thing I think is this is so cool. This is a alpha swamp. Ready? An alpha swamp, which is cool, right? That's pretty cool by itself. But then check out the back. It's a dark back alpha swamp misprint. I've never seen anything like this before. I did some research on it. I couldn't find anything on it. It is authentic. It is a real card. It passes the green dot test, and everything passes there. I don't know. I could not. If anybody has any info on this, let me know in the comment section. Really, really cool. It's just a really cool thing that popped in. So cool. Alpha Swamp with a dark back. Absolutely crazy misprint. And then this will be a little tease for the next video, next couple weeks, kind of follow along. Thank you, Tommy. You sent me 2 Dualist magazines, original Dualist magazines, and I'm not going to keep these sealed. I don't know if I should or not. I'm really, really interested, and I never got to read Dualist because I was, not playing back then. So I'm going to look through them and read them. I think we'll do it on the channel just as a fun thing. Really cool. One of them has the Ice Age one. This is an Ice Age is my favorite set, and it's got a card in it. I don't know what card it is, but that would be kind of cool. It may stay in here. I don't know. But it will be really cool to look through Ice Age because Ice Age is my favorite Magic the Gathering old vintage set. I think it's really a cool, just a really cool theme for a Magic the Gathering set. So I'm excited to take a look through this. It includes a fold out map of the Ice Age continent. Maybe we'll hang that in the background of the videos and stuff. So really cool stuff. Just wanted to share with you guys some stuff that we've been buying, some stuff that people sent me. Tommy, thank you so much. Oh, there was some other stuff. Cool deck boxes and, opened up revised cards. They're just cool. Revised Soul Ring. There's nothing like, there's really cool cards. It's awesome. But this is already a long video, so we'll cut it there. You guys have yourselves a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Remember, this can just be enjoyable too. Don't take too much risk. Don't take too much, don't go overextend yourselves. Make sure you remember to have fun. Do what I'm doing. Find a new fun way to enjoy the hobby in 2024. For me, it's going to be that tower, I think it's called Wizard's Tower or something like that. We'll do a whole video on it once I finally figure out exactly what it looks like, and I'll do my deck list and stuff like that. So you guys have yourselves a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.